You guys hear O.J. Simpson died? Evidently, he ran out of juice. No, I had to take a stab at one O.J. joke, so don't get too mad at me. But I don't know if it's obvious by the way I'm dressed right now, but I'm pretty high. I was actually smoking some weed with my grandma today. She's an old hippie, but she's also an old school Italian woman from the East Coast, which are two very conflicting identities. So she'll say funny things sometimes like, I'm an empath. And I'll be like, what does that mean? And she goes, are you fucking stupid? It means I can sense other people's emotions. I'm not a person. No, it's crazy. I love smoking weed, but I get tired of defending smoking weed in this day and age. I got in an argument with this old weed-hating guy, right? He was like, weed is a drug. I was like, well, people use it for chronic pain. Some consider it medicine, and no one's OD from it. He said, it still impairs your driving. He said, so does alcohol. They sell it everywhere. He was like, sir, get the fuck out of the car with your hands behind your back. You need some weed, dog. No, it's ridiculous. This whole community was fostered around weed, you know? Everyone I knew grew, smoked, or sold weed. My dad, he did all three. But now, you can't make any money from it, you know? It's sad. The game has changed. My dad told me he tried to sell 3 pounds the other day. This guy offered him a bag of goji berries and a goat. My dad was elated. He was like, I got some goji berries. The market's rebounding. You know, it's crazy. When I smoke too, I realize I have a history of family anxiety. My family says things about me and it makes me very anxious. Things like, you could be taller, you should go back to school, why is your dick out? Won't let me be me. You gotta love your family though, you know, they have so much wisdom, you know, like watching my grandparents together showed me that men and women love differently, right? Like, if my grandma died, my grandpa would be in denial. But if my grandpa died, my grandma would be in the Bahamas. She'd be enjoying herself, you know? Yeah. You know, I love my grandparents, you know, but it's hard watching the people you love get old, you know? My grandpa, he's senile, but I am proud to say for the first time in my life that his behavior is presidential. My grandpa's a lot like Joe Biden, guys. You might say something awkward in public, you know, trip on a pair of stairs, brush a girl's hair he doesn't know. I'm like, Grandpa, that's... You know? And I get it, guys. It's hard to watch Joe Biden up on stage. You know, he's like, I think that we need to help you. Do we have you... Do we have chocolate ice cream? And my grandpa's on the couch like, man, I like Joe Biden. I love chocolate ice cream. Those were here. They'd probably be like, why the fuck are women in the building? Black people are the fifth. You know? It's different, guys. It's a different time, you know? It is weird, though. You know, my grandpa is old. You know, he's so old, like, we yell at him when he does chores. You know? He can't do those anymore.
Yes, he needs
You know? He doesn't get it. He's like trying to prove himself that he can still do something. But to us, it's a suicide attempt. Grandpa, put down the trash! You know? He's so old. The only thing he can do actively is complain about movies. Yeah, I send him movies sometimes. We have this tradition. He'll send me a movie. I send him a movie, and I ruined it the other day because I sent him Pulp Fiction. You guys know Pulp Fiction? Great movie, right? But I forgot about the scene at the end, the gimp scene. You know, it's too much for my grandpa's aged brain. You know. So I sent him this movie, and in the morning he hits me up. He never calls me in the morning. And he's like, Zonny, what the hell was that movie? I'm like, I'm sorry, Grandpa, I know it's super sexual. He goes, sexual? There were gangbangs and fucking anal? Like, what? He said, don't ever send me something like Pulp Friction again. Yeah, I sent my grandparents a porn. The craziest part, my grandma, She saw the movie. The only thing she had to say to me, guys, right? I pick up the phone. She says, Zonnie, I liked your movie. Grandpa's getting Pulp Friction tonight. All right, guys. Thank you so much.